Hi, my name is Brian Schlang and I'm a civil engineering major.
Hi, my name is Christian Schroeder, and I'm a civil engineering major.
Hi, my name is Keenan Freilich, and I'm a multidisciplinary engineering major.
Hi, my name is Severin Siskowski, and I'm in Construction Engineering and Management, and today is November 13th, 2019. Our presentation is about modular construction, and modular construction is basically building construction, a whole construction building using modular segments. They are built in an off-site facility, and then they are transported to the final assembly location, which is the construction site, and then assembled together. The basic standard construction materials are assembled on the assembly line, which is in the factory. The life expectancy for modular construction can vary significantly. It really depends whether or not the modular construction is permanent or temporary. For permanent modular construction, the building actually has no lifespan. It technically will have one, but if it's well maintained, it can survive for many years. And for temporary construction, the buildings usually last between 20 to 25 years. However, that can be extended with maintenance. In addition, modular construction can be expanded to suit the owner's needs and updated with better technology.
As previously noted, there are two types of modular construction used when most necessary. First is permanent, which is used for long-term use projects, a lot of times purchase projects on the construction side. A lot of times they're constructed with concrete or steel framing. In addition, they're used for the long-term use, and a lot of times you see construction for more than 4 months. On the other end, temporary is also used because of the relocatable nature. It can be used for short-term use for companies, and a lot of times rented, leased, or purchased by companies. In addition, they're predominantly wood-based, and a lot of times can be built in less than a month.
So I'm going to talk about some methods of payment. So this is very similar to car leasing and purchasing, and some different methods of financing these modular constructions is leasing with buyout, and purchase of modular. So leasing will be a monthly payment, and you will not entirely own the modular. The second one will be lease with buyout, and this one you'll be paying monthly payments, and then you'll be doing a buyout at the end to own the modular entirely. And the third will be the purchase of the modular, and that will be a lump sum price and one payment for sole ownership of the modular. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the financial benefits. So this could be cheaper than constructing on-site. And then another benefit would be that modulars are actually made in a factory, so there's less risk for structural failures. Another thing is that there is a set monthly or lump sum price. So it's very flexible as to what you can pay for. And so you can use the monthly payment if you want like a shorter usage time, and a lump sum if you're going to be using it for a long time. And because of the flexibility of payment options, it allows you to keep this excess spending down.
Some of the strengths for modular construction is that the construction is safe and efficient because it's built in a factory. There's also less material waste that is created, which makes it very lead friendly. In addition, the construction of the actual module is very energy efficient, and the design of the module can be attractive depending on the owner's wants or needs. As we can see from this chart at the end, modular construction can save actually between 30% to 50% of time compared to traditional construction, and the modular construction can be temporary or permanent depending on what the owner would like.
Modular construction does have its weaknesses. Due to the fact that these modules are often sent through ground transport, a lot of times these rooms are smaller when applied onto the construction site. In addition, they a lot of times have difficulty financed through banks getting traditional loans. In addition, being quicker construction times, they have difficulty getting the progress payments needed for these financed plans. In addition, a lot of times the modular construction sites have reduced resale value. This is due to the stigma that modular construction sites are cheaper in value than your traditional brick and mortar, which makes it difficult at the time when it comes to resell at the price that it was constructed for. And lastly, there is some land restriction. Due to some policies in certain zones, it does prohibit the use of modular construction, which makes it difficult to apply these buildings.
Next up, I'm going to talk about the opportunities for modular construction. First off, there's a growing desire for green buildings or LEED qualified buildings. Modular construction is very green in how it's produced and how it acts in the environment as a whole, and therefore it is a very green way to build. Next, they're very small layouts for modular buildings. This produces a smaller physical footprint, which is useful for cities and cramped spaces. Next up, the building industry as a whole definitely requires a fast-paced, low-cost style of building. Modular construction is fast because you can take different modules and put them on a truck and ship them directly to the site quick and easy. And it's also low cost because it's built in factory using efficient methods. And lastly, there is a consistent need for construction today, and modular construction, being a quick and cheap way to do it, is very useful.
So next up, I'm going to talk about some threats to modular construction. So one threat would be that there's a stigma that modular buildings can be low quality and undesirable. A lot of people might think that it may look like this picture over here, and that oftentimes isn't the case. So one other threat would be that modular is a foreign method to a lot of contractors. It's sort of a new thing in the industry, and a lot of them might be sort of skeptical towards modular construction. Another threat would be it can be expensive to start up a modular factory. So a lot of the purchasing and leasing is done instead of, say, making your own modular factory, because starting up a modular factory can be quite expensive. And lastly would be the potential to hurt the job market. This would be because it's outsourcing a lot of the other on-site construction.
To conclude, we'd like to provide a case study of a micro apartment building in Manhattan. This building is constructed using modules, so modular construction, which is very useful in in big cities in small locations, such as Manhattan or similar Tokyo, Japan. This building is 9 stories tall and features 55 units, each unit with approximately 300 square feet, and the entire building consisting of 35,000 square feet. This building is being built in Manhattan and should be leasing soon for 1-bedroom or 1-person or 2-person apartments. Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoyed our presentation.